So with Europe guaranteed, we've still got a chance of getting in the Champions League, although it's very small and relies heavily on Roma doing a massive bottle job. But stranger things have happened, so let's roll the intro and find out where we sit for next season in Europe.
In the heart of northern Italy lies a town steeped in footballing history. Welcome to Vercelli, home to one of the most storied clubs in Italian football, Pro Vercelli, languishing in the lower leagues as its once glittering legacy faded into obscurity. But now, a new chapter is about to be written, a chapter of redemption, revival, and triumph. Get ready to witness the rebirth of a footballing legend. This is Football Manager 24, the Pro Vercelli Chronicles.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Pro Vercelli Chronicles. So, as you can see, we are 5 points behind Roma with 2 games to go. So Roma have got to basically lose both, or lose one, draw one, and then us get 6 goals swing. It's unlikely. I think 5th is a likely finishing spot, maybe 6th. That's as low as we can go. So we're guaranteed at least Europa League. Since you were last with me, where did we go? We came Torino, wasn't it, I think? We lost to Milan 3-2 with Hutchinson and Volpato on the score sheets there. And we also lost 1-0 to Inter. We were in with we were in it for both games. We weren't particularly outplayed, so I was quite happy with that. We then beat Udinese 4-0. Topolovic, Suak, Hutchinson and Romero on the score sheet there, before beating Gioa, Tossi with a brace, Suk and Volpato on the score sheet there. So, today we face Fiorentina and then a trip at home, our last home game to Parma. It's a trip to Fiorentina. So, the team to play Fiorentina is as follows. Cardoso in goal, Kosalandic, El Chad, Dakil and Olivero at the back. Topolovic and Mitev in midfield, with Maldini, Suak and Romeo behind Tossi up top. It's a tough game. Being in Europe next season, we really need to get our depth sorted out a bit more. I think we'll be back to potentially relying on loans in order to make the quotas, I suppose you could say. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Maldini's almost got his head to that. Where do I think? I think this summer's vital. Without a good summer, we could drop back down the league with Europe. I'm hoping we won't. I'm hoping we'll have a good summer and at least sort of consolidate. Consolidate? I think that's that word. Our position and end up kind of staying where we are in the league, but being able to challenge in Europe. And unfortunately, Fiorentina have gone 1-0 up. And, all things point to this game not quite being over yet. Onyeka plays it forward. We managed to get it clear with Kosowski, Maldini. Here we go, Sotil. DiMarco, Sotil plays it over, and Urbert puts it in the back of the net, and we're 2-0 down. Again, we're not starting positively. We've had this happen a few times where we don't start positively, but then come back into the game as the game goes on. Like now, here we go. That's got to be a foul, and that's a red card for Fiorentina. So now we've got a real good chance, especially if we can get a couple before half-time. It's played across, and Luca Romero has put the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-1. But that's not the job done. Try and remain calm. And do not let them score another. Tossi on the ball. What can he do with it? Runs to the outside. Plays it back into Mitev. And the highlight ends. We're going to start encouraging them now. They're coming back into the game, as they should, as Fiorentina are down to 10. I'd like to be equal for half-time, but we will see. Here's Luca to Suak, and it's just wide. But it looks like Tossi was pulled down there, potentially. Penalty awarded. It was a clumsy trip, but Tossi's won us a penalty, and Topalovic to take and blast it home. And we do get to 2-2 before half-time, and that is vital. That was good play from Luca, playing it in towards Tossi. To be honest, I think it was kind of a shot, but Tossi was brought down. Here's Maldini, chips it over the keeper, and Tossi can't get his header down, unfortunately. Rebounds off the crossbar and then is put out for a corner. Here is Maldini now, with the corner near post towards El Chad, who gets his head to it, but Ala gathers comfortably in the Fiorentina goal. Here's DiMarco. Suak intercepts, plays it back to Mitev. Mitev out to Kolasinac, and Maldini's on the run. Maldini brings it across to Luca, who puts it into Topalovic. Beautiful play there. A switch from Maldini. Maldini to Luca. Luca just lofts it in there. Topalovic's there to finish it off. Superb play. And I said we always come back into it. I think regardless, being down to 10 men, we've come back into it. But we are going to make some changes because we need to get rid of the yellow cards. And that includes Topalovic. And we're going to bring Omari Hutchinson on as a deep line playmaker. He is actually going to be an advanced playmaker on support in that role. That'll do for now. Maldini's having a very good game. Suak maybe not so much, so I could potentially see us swapping Suak and Hutchinson over. So Hutchinson's more involved further up the field. But as things stand, we're just going to hold on. Bellerin, sloppy pass from Bellerin. Luca now. Hutchinson. Tossi. Oh, just saved by the Fiorentina keeper and has gone out for an early corner. In this second half, Maldini steps over it, plays it into El Chad, whose header's wide. Not very good. But all in all, we're playing really well. Hutchinson's actually come on playing well. The only player really up the top that's not playing well is Tossi. So we are going to make some changes. Hutchinson's going to push on. Suick is going to stay there. Now, we've got Volpato. So I think what we're going to do is throw Maldini up top and bring Rubino on the left. I like that idea. We're going to bring Murphy on the left back as well. So here we go. We've changed things around a little bit just because Tossi wasn't having the best game. He's been injured as well recently. Tossi and Rossi both been out. So we don't want to push too much on them, especially if they're not having a great game. Just bring them off. The game should be done because they're down to 10 men. Should be. I would like another goal though, just to guarantee it, but Dakil's going to gather that. Allar's obviously taking a kick from an offside, and DiMarco. Can we get the ball off of them as they're just holding on, pumping it forward? Bellerin, lovely kick towards the midfield, and here's Robinho trying to play Suick in his Murphy, but unable to. So Murphy's got the ball back, crosses it in. Hutchinson just tipped onto the crossbar there from the Fiorentina keeper. My word, that was impressive. And as things stand, unfortunately, I think Roma are winning. So the Champions League is now not a thing. Let's wait until the end of the game to guarantee that, but I don't think we can get into the Champions League anymore. Played in, Hutchinson, the boy wonder, Amari Hutchinson, has made it 4-2. And I think some people thought I was a bit crazy about bringing him in. He's not actually evolved as much as he can do in this game. But boys and girls, he's doing the bits for us now. And I think he can still improve. And that's got to be a second penalty on Lieka, going right through the back of Suick. But who's going to take this one? Luca's playing a 10. Wowzers. Penalty awarded. Who is taking it? Maldini's going to step up and puts it home as comfortable as you like. It's 5-2. We have most definitely turned this game around from the start in 10 minutes. For some reason, we do it quite frequently. We don't start strong. Roma, 4-1 up, have guaranteed the final Champions League spot. We should never have been challenging for it. But this all but pushes us forward. Torino do have a game in hand. So we're going to see if they're playing by the time we get to... Have they played yet? Domination. We are going to praise this boy. He has played magnificently well. Still yet to find out what kind of transfers we're going to get. Can I... He's apparently going to be given first team football. But I was just wondering, no. Unfortunately, that's a no for El Chad. Probably the same for Topalovic. Although, when's his contract up? Oh, it's up for a while. So, can we loan him for another 8 months? No. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of our loans are going to come back. Maybe Rossi. We will try him while we're still here. Doesn't look like Arsenal want to give him first team, unfortunately. So, let's move on to the... Shall we go to the Parma game or go to the end of season awards? We'll go to the Parma game because it does actually matter, because Torino are only a point behind us. So I will see you in 1 second for the Parma game. So the team for the final game of the season is Cardoso in goal, Murphy, Elchad, Dacker and Olivero at the back, Topalovic and Mitev in midfield, Maldini, Tossi and Luca Romero behind Rossi up top. Let's get going. I think we've got... We should have this. It's Parma. We're at home. Parma obviously not the greatest side in Italy at the moment. Juventus down in 12th. I was a bit surprised by that, drop off. But what I found out just now, which was quite interesting, is Milan, who are sitting second, their wage bill is as much as Juventus's turnover. So do that with that what you like. But Juventus's turnover is, a lot more than ours. And our wages is second lowest in the league. Only team lower is Spezia. This is 0-0. Nothing's really happened. Let's try and wake them up for the second half, shall we? Maldini plays it over the top to Dackhill, plays it down. Rossi tries to dink it, but unable to. Because as things stand, Torino have gone above us, as they have beaten Roma 1-0. Wow. So, Roma almost would have been really interesting if Roma had lost their last game, wouldn't it? But as things stand, we're not playing well at all. And I think it's time it is that we change things up a bit. That is not good. We're going to go 2 up top. I think we do that. Romero's not having a great game. Neither's Maldini. Murphy's on a yellow card, so he can come off. We'll leave it as that for now. But boys and girls, Parma are 1-0 up. Yes. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to lose 5th place on the final game of the season to Torino. Dackhill. Cardoso, Dackhill. What can he do with it? Can he find a ball forward? He finds Olivero. Come on, boys, we need to push up. Plays it all the way back to Dackhill again. Olivero. Can't find his man, and Parma look to be coming back at us again. Oh dear. It's not looking great here, and that really is not great. Tell you what, we're going to go very attacking. I think the game's gone now, but oh dear, Torino still holding on against Roma. All we need is Roma to score, and they have done, and that puts us back in fifth. Roma have actually possibly saved us in the lying seconds of the game. What's happened? Where have we finished? We did not play well in that game. Not at all. Yes, Roma getting the 83rd minute goal, and then it held on for a draw. That puts us fifth place on goal difference. Comfortable fifth, never in doubt. Never in doubt that we'd get fifth there. So that's it. That is the end of the season. And we've now got a big European competition. It's going to be a big summer. I'm not stalling at all, if you hadn't noticed. Are we going to find budgets? Are we going to get our end of season? We should have budgets, and we do. Wages have gone up a fair chunk. Only 2.77 million to spend. On that bombshell, it is time to end. I've got a lot of work to do this summer. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.